welcome to Sterling High School Lady Knights action here as the Lady Knights will take on the Haddon Township Hawks. Girls 9-8 on the year. Haddon Township 13-3, 5-2 in the conference.
Take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings. Haddon Heights, top of the division, with going undefeated 6-0. They're 16-1. Haddon Township following close behind, 5-2 in the division, 12-3 overall. West Deptford 3-3 in division, 10-8 overall. And Haddonfield ahead of Sterling, 3-4, 10-7 overall. Sterling right now 9-8 overall. And the Collingswood Panthers still looking at their first one in the division, and 5-13.
Take a look here. Sterling 9-8. They're fifth in the Colonial Liberty. Their offense is putting up 41 points a game. Defense allowing 34 points per game. Tori Wilsey with 9. Mackenzie McDonald with 8 points per game. Bridget Dixon with 7 points per game, and Morgan Sims with 6. Now take a look at the other guys. Haddon Township 12-3. They're second in the Liberty, putting up 35 points a game, letting in 24 points a game. Kaylee Armstrong, the senior, with 14. Maddie Moransky with 6. Kara Mulligan and Josie Rudo with 4 points per game apiece.
And we take a look at the game history. Haddon Township leads the series 14-7. Township has won 4 straight, and Sterling last beat Township was in 2019. So before COVID, of course.
And we've seen them meet earlier this season. Sterling lost that one 37-22. Wilsey had 9. McDonald had 5. Sims had 4. And then taking a look on the other side, Armstrong had 17. Moransky with 7. And Weedman with 6.
And the keys to the game: team help, defense, attacking on offense and defense, and run into transition.
And the starters right here for the Lady Knights: Tori Wilsey and Raina Pelkak, the 2 seniors. Bridget Dixon, Mackenzie McDonald, and Aaron Quinn will round out the starting 5. That's sophomore class.
And we take a look at the Haddon Township starters. Also the same, but just one senior on the team. Kaylee Armstrong, senior. And then you got Rhoda, a sophomore. Mulligan, also another sophomore. Morovsky, a sophomore. And Wiedemann.
Take a look at the coaches.
Coach Kate McDonald on the right and Tom Mulligan on the left. 2 coaches who've played against each other a lot. So they know each other very well. And both coaches have really established great traditions at their respective schools.
And both coaches' daughters will be in the starting lineup. So Tom Mulligan's daughter will be starting, and Coach O'Donnell, Coach O'Donnell's daughter will be starting. So very interesting matchup, not to say the least.
McDonald and Moransky will go for the tip. Haddon Township wins this one. Ruda. Good passing here for Haddon Township in their offensive set. Armstrong up top, working against Wilsey. And they're looking to run the pick and roll, but nothing doing so far. Good defense for Sterling.
Yeah, that's a nice job of Mackenzie McDonald recovering and cutting off that pick and roll.
Armstrong drives inside. And that one will be tipped away and ends up in the hands of Pelkak. Dixon looking to push the pace. Gets it to Wilsey, who took her eye off before she caught it. And now the Lady Knights will slow things up.
Sterling wanting to run in transition, but Haddon Township's very good at getting back and covering anybody who wants to shoot out on the wing, get up court.
Dixon swings it over to Quinn. Driving inside.
Sterling just trying to find that open basket look. Kind of getting a little bit of a difficult look from this Township defense.
Wilsey looking for McDonald. but it will stay Sterling possession. Last touch by Haddon Township. And so far, guys, we've seen two really good defensive possessions from each team. Now, still really early in this game, but it could be a defensive battle.
No doubt about it. You see Haddon Township, you see they average, what was it, 35 a game, giving up 24. And you see that giving up 24, they're very good, very disciplined in their half-court sets.
Armstrong,
defensively and offensively.
Armstrong three doesn't go.
And honestly, I think one of these things that we didn't have the keys to the game was it's honestly going to be rebounding for offensively and defensively for the girls' team. Rebounding is going to be very important, I feel like, in this game.
McDonald can't get the basket to go in close, gets her own rebound, and then it is now called a jump ball. The Lady Knights will still gain possession. Take another look at this one right here. Wilsey on the inbound to Quinn, who gets it to Dixon. Back over to Wilsey. Haddon Township allows 24 points per game. A great defensive team when you look at it stats-wise, as that one will remain, or sorry, change over.
Sterling going with the press, full-court press.
It's going to be a very interesting, aggressive full-court press. Her foot's actually stepped on the line.
And there's a basket that'll end the drive spell. Moronsky.
Sarah Wiedemann getting the ball up court and dishing it off. Great sense of knowing what to do and taking the ball up the floor and breaking that press.
Moronsky was there with the 2 points.
Quinn to McDonald. McDonald's shot is off. Rebound, Moronsky. And now Wiedemann running the point here for the Hawks. Nice move on Dixon. And a good pass inside. Basket drops and the foul for Maddie Moronsky. And a fantastic work outside. Look at the move here.
On 2 successive tries, you see Wiedemann off first, getting the ball up the court, breaking the press, and right there, beating the defender, drawing the defense her way, and throwing a perfect bounce pass down low.
Free throw no good as McDonald corralled the rebound. Quinn outside, over to Wilsey, finds Dixon. And Pelkat gets that shot to go in the low post. Puts the Lady Knights on the board.
Boy, nice spin, baseline move down low, using her body. Raina Pelkat continues to produce offensively in the last few games.
Out of bounds, but it was last touched by Dixon, and we're going to take another look at the basket from Pelkat.
Just some great aggressive play from Pelkat, able to get the easy layup for 2.
And a miscue there for the Hawks. That'll be a turnover.
Something you don't see a whole lot with Haddon Township year in and year out is the unforced turnover.
Especially, we look through this Township roster. It's a very young roster, very freshman and sophomore heavy. I believe Bridget Dixon gets fouled, and we'll go to the line. And take a look right here. Drives straight to the basket, able to get contact, and gets the nice easy layup. And again, we talk about free throws. It's been the Ladies Knights' kryptonite.
Not that time as Dixon gets the free throw to go.
Good sense of knowing what to do. You see Bridget Dixon knew that she could beat any help defender to the basket and cut hard, took that quick first step and got there and finished.
And now Dixon able to get a steal. Up court to Wilsey, who lays that one in. And now the Knights lead this one 7-4. Wiedemann bringing the ball up. And finds, here's Wiedemann looking for help, finds Moronsky, and that shot drops. And
Township will call a timeout.
Well, this is a great job of Sarah Wiedemann. Sense and defenders are overplaying her way. Waits to the last possible second and throws a perfect bounce pass down low.
And again, just a great job right there from the Sterling. Able to get a nice press. We're going to take a look at that press that we're talking about, that aggressive defense. And Tori Wilsey able to get that layup on the breakaway and get this Sterling ahead by 1.
You see Coach Tom Mulligan talking to his girls.
His daughter, Kara Mulligan, was in the starting lineup tonight, the sophomore. Pelkak to inbound with 3:25 left to go here in this first. Lady Knights lead 7-6. Dixon finds Quinn over to Pelkak, fires up a 3, splash. Raina Pelkak from outside.
And it came off really good ball movement, something they've carried over from that Collingswood game.
And Sterling was calling a travel, but ref says foul first.
They're going to get the foul in the act of shooting. They'll send Ali Kamolda. Excuse my mispronunciation. Free throw goes for Kamolda. Nails the first. Can't get the second one. But an offensive rebound for Haddon Township. Right back to Kamolda. And now Moransky, draws contact, getting to the line.
And again, we talk about rebounding. That's once you're on that free throw, you have the advantage if they miss that free throw.
Foul is on number 21, McDonald. First foul, team's third.
And Moransky gets the first one to drop. 6 points per game for the sophomore.
Let's see if she can make her second one.
Cannot. Rebound Wilsey over to Dixon. Dixon gets it to Wilsey. Quinn back over to Wilsey. Dixon getting a screen from McDonald, gets it over to her in the low post. And it'll be out of bounds. Couldn't quite hold on to that pass.
Good job defensively and coverage there by Haddon Township.
We talk about their defensive abilities a lot, and their average points scored against them per game is 24. The Lady Knights are already at 10. And there's...
Again, Sterling right there had like 2 to 3 opportunities to get the ball, unable to do so. These are rebounds, and a mistake right here from Township. I mean, defensively they're doing okay, but they ain't able to take those rebounds away from them.
Weidman looking around.
Good ball moving around the outside by Township. Sterling with the man-man D.
Rebound Wilsey. Up to McDonald. Fires up a shot. No good. Rebound Pelkak. Quinn.
Yeah, good rebound by Pelkak. Great job getting position down low to reset the half-court offense for Sterling.
McDonald outside. Over to Quinn. A minute remains here in this first quarter. Dixon now looking looking around, tipped away, and ends up in the hands of Pelkak. Shot off the front iron, and now here's Wiedemann. And she's
Sarah Wiedemann, the daughter of Haddonfield boys coach Paul Wiedemann. Another coach who's had a lot of success, and who we will see on Thursday. Haddonfield boys coming in here for a huge game against Sterling.
Well, also not to mention, she's also signed for a college, Wagner, to play soccer over there.
As a junior. It's impressive. 8 seconds here in this first quarter. Armstrong gets it down low. Shot doesn't go for Township. And Wilsey heaves one up with the buzzer. No good. Tight one here at the end of one. 10-8, the Knights lead, and we'll be back for second quarter action right after this.
And the first, the Knights 10, the Hawks 8.
Whether you are a young athlete or an active adult, Dr. Vincent Marchese of Beatty Harris Sports Medicine helps you to reach your physical goals. The team, with locations in Newtown Square, Cherry Hill, and South Philadelphia, treats everything from acute sprains and sports-related concussion to arthritis and chronic tendon pain. Through an evidence-based, patient-centered approach, Beatty Harris Sports Medicine delves deep to find the source of your pain and get you back to the activities you love. To schedule your evaluation, visit BeattyHarrisSportsMed.com or call 610-601-9177.
And welcome back as you take a look at the beautiful ninth here just crossed over Sterling. As Sterling right now is the Lady Knights are leading the Haddon Township Hawks 10-8. Close one in that first quarter. Both teams playing it great defensively. And see right there, Tori Wilsey, one of the seniors on this Lady Knights basketball team.
And a real good job by Sterling, working their half-court offense, moving the ball around. You've got to be real patient against this Haddon Township team defensively. Look for some diagonal looks, but the key is quick ball movement. You don't want to put the ball on the floor a whole lot when you're moving around that half-court set.
Morgan Sims checks into the game, and so is Maddie Klein. So Aaron Quinn and Randa Pelkak both checked out of the second quarter. Of course, we know Morgan Sims can shoot out from the arc, so prepare to see some threes from Morgan Sims, a big player to watch so far from the sophomore in this Lady Knights season.
Yeah, she's done a phenomenal job, done most of the damage from the outside, but she knows when to take the shot, when to not force it, and that's something that's really important to learn at the varsity level at a young age.
Tori Wilsey gets the ball stolen away from her, but goes out, and it's going to stay Sterling basketball as Sterling's going to take a timeout. And a very quite early timeout for Sterling. Let's take a look at the South Jersey Group 2 PowerPoints. Haddon Township right now the 6th seed so far if the playoffs were to start today. Sterling right now the 9th seed. I would believe Sterling would have to face, I think it might have been Collingswood if I'm not. I might be wrong with that. I do not know 100% sure about that. But either way, Haddon Heights leading the PowerPoint Cinnamons in Middle Township, Delran, and surprisingly, Manchester Township not up top.
Yeah, well, Manchester Township isn't of the caliber that they were in years past. I know they said they had a few transfers, and they're really, like I said, not the same team that we had in previous years.
Well, and Haddon Heights is having a tremendous year. We've seen them in conference, and they're just having a phenomenal year.
And a little bit of miscommunication from Wilsey and Maddie Klein. Either way, Township doesn't able to get the basket, and Wilsey steals it back. Now chasing up with the basket, 2v1, and that's going to be a trouble on Tori Wilsey, and she can't believe it. A mistake from Tori Wilsey to Maddie Klein. Either way, doesn't really matter. Goes back for Sterling's way, but Tori Wilsey travels at the end.
Yeah, that was a pretty clear travel. That ball was sort of all over the place, and she definitely took more than 2 steps.
Wiedemann is going to give it Morosky scores.
And Moronsky really has been their go-to girl down low on that play. That's about the third time they've gone to her down there.
And a great job from, I think that was Maddie Klein on the block. So good job from Maddie Klein on defensively. Sterling's got to set down and see what they can do offensively. Bridget Dixon's going to go drive for the basket. Fakes out, going to give it to Klein. Wilsey, Sims. And they're just going to go pass it around the arc.
Good job resetting the half-court set.
Mackenzie McDonald not really having the best of games right now. And that's going to be a foul against Mackenzie McDonald. That's going to be her second foul, team's fourth.
Take another look at it. A lot of contact going both ways, and you can see Mackenzie McDonald sort of leans into the Haddon Township defender.
That kind of contact when you're down low away from the ball, you might get away with a little bit. The shoving that goes on, but not with the ball at the top of the key.
The ref's going to call that one all day.
Yep.
Swedeman's going to have this one. Got to go towards the basket. Fades it out to Morosky and unable to finish that one.
Well, they're doing a better job. I'm sure coach is telling them you got to find out where Morosky is, and that's the first time they've been able to cut her off and go into the basket off of that bounce pass.
You got to be able to make the in-game adjustment. That's the first one we've seen from Sterling on the defensive end. But with how good Haddon Township's playing defensively, you got to try and match their energy on your own defensive end as well.
Brodsky's going to give it to Wiedemann. Wiedemann now has a chance to shot. Hits the bottom of the rim. Sterling fumbling with this one. Maddie Klein able to recover it, and it's been sloppy work from Sterling.
I don't know that you can call it sloppy because of the caliber of team of Haddon Township. They're forcing Sterling to play sloppy. It's not like Sterling is, shooting themselves in the foot and causing their own mistakes. I also think you could say the same thing about Haddon Township on a few possessions. That last one right there, easy look at the rim for Wiedemann and just couldn't get it to go because of the defense from Sterling.
A good job by Haddon Township right there, cutting off Raina Pelkat's baseline drive with one-on-one defense and the help defense coming over.
Pelkat able to help Sims pass it off. Eventually, Sterling's going to have to find someone open. Pelkat doesn't get fouled. That's going to be a 5-second violation.
Yeah, they kind of got caught. Raina Pelkat does an outstanding job down on the low post, but you normally don't see her out on the perimeter. And you see right there, and they really defended her tough.
Nowhere to really go. As Armstrong passes it off to Wiedemann. Wiedemann now is going to go up to the basket, goes for the layup, bounces out, and Pelkat able to rebound. Dixon is going to give it to Wilsey. Wilsey's going to drive to the basket. Does she get the foul? Yes, she does. It's going to go for two.
Now, that's a great job by Tori Wilsey, sensing the defender was out of position and just threw the ball up there and turned what would have been a non-shooting foul into a shooting foul. That's an outstanding job by her. That's something a veteran will do as opposed to a younger player.
And we see her do that all the time out on the break. She does a great job of sensing when she can make the shot through contact or when she can't and has to draw the foul.
Able to get the first free throw. Sterling now leading this one by one in the fourth, basically the fourth minute in the second quarter. As Aaron Quinn comes in, Maddie Klein will come out. Tori Wilsey will try to make her second attempt to make this into a 2-point lead for Sterling. And she goes, makes the attempt, and gets it. So a 2-point lead for Sterling right now, as Sterling right now leads this game over Township 12-10. So Wiedemann now is going to dish it out, and that's going to be another foul for Sterling. I don't think it's going to be a shooting foul, it's just going to be a throw. And this foul is going to possibly be, it's going to be on the sophomore Bridget Dixon, her first foul, team's fifth.
Team's fifth.
And the girls have been playing aggressive defense all night, but the difference is they have 5 team fouls. Haddon Township has 2. I think that's the main difference, is Haddon Township knows how to control themselves on the defensive end in those half-court sets while still applying pressure. The Sterling girls have had trouble with fouls in all of their games, almost.
Rotsky unable to. Wiedemann now with it. And Quinn able to steal the ball from Wiedemann. So a great job for Mary Quinn, able to steal the ball and now give another chance for Sterling. Sims going to be left wide open for a 3. That one pops in and out. Quinn gets the rebound and doesn't matter. She gets fouled.
Well, Sims is left wide alone and is well beyond the arc. You see there, ball just rims out. Good job of getting in good position as Aaron Quinn, and clear contact down by the rim.
I'm just surprised that no one was on Sims. You've seen the replays. She's dangerous behind the arc, but I mean, you're just lucky not that she didn't make that one.
Well, it's a good job by Bridget Dixon going right up to the defender and passing it back and really almost kind of screening the defender. So Morgan Sims had a wide open look right there, and if she gets enough of them, she's going to make them count.
Quinn gets both of her free throws. Sterling now with a 4-point lead. As Armstrong is going to go, who is the senior on this team, the only senior on this township team. And Wiedemann's going to go up to the basket, give it to Morosky. Now Armstrong's going to shoot a 3. That one's going to go pop off, and Quinn able to get the rebound.
And we've seen Haddon Township just been in a bit of a dry spell offensively, just can't get the shots to go. Only a 4-point lead, nothing too bad, but if the shots don't start to go and Sterling can capitalize on the other end, this league could get out of hand quick.
Wiedemann able to get past the halfway line. And a lot of this communication between Wiedemann and Armstrong as Sterling will get the ball back. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Sterling right now leading this 14-10. Morgan Sims going to be has the ball, gets stolen away from Wills. He's going to make a shot, hits the rim. Quinn able to make the rebound. Sims going to go shoot for a 3. That one misses. Sterling able to rebound, unable to. It's going to be a jump ball. Who will get it? And they're going to call it for Sterling.
Two tough shots that possession that didn't go. Nice job of realizing you have possession when it comes to the jump ball and forcing a jump ball.
Quinn going to try to take for the shot, unable to, as Armstrong now with it. Armstrong is going to get fouled and is likely going to cut the foul on likely Wilsey. Will be called on that foul. It's either Wilsey or Sims, as you see Pelkak. I think gets tripped.
Armstrong right there, doing a good job going all the way in, taking on the contact, and making sure she gets herself to the free throw line. Much the same way Tori Wilsey did on the Sterling side. To see Armstrong do it there. 2 different types of opportunities, but the same type of method in gaining contact and knowing they needed to draw the foul.
Quinn now goes to the Dixon. Township able to make the 1 free throw, so it's 11-14 still. Sterling leading this by 3. Sterling trying to get defensively stop Township, unable to do so. Township's able to get the ball back. Armstrong will now hold this one. Township looking to make a sub. Armstrong's going to go for a deep 3, hits the iron and bounces out, and Sims able to rebound.
We've seen Armstrong try that shot from way outside a few times, and none of them have fallen.
Well, Armstrong has made 33 3-points, so I mean, if they're dropping for you, might as well take the chance.
Yeah, might as well take the chance. 206 points coming into this game. The leading scorer for either team.
As a minute is left in the second quarter, Quinn's going to give this to Sims. Sims is going to fake the second shot, and that's going to be a foul on Township. And that's going to be Township's 4th foul of the second quarter. So,
well, nice job by Sims using the pump fake and clearly seeing the defender came out or a little bit out of control. Use that quick first step to gain some ground.
That's Carrot Mulligan. That's going to be her second foul. Team's 4th. Dixon now going to give this Sims. Sims going to throw it to Pelkak. Pelkak takes the shot, overthrown, and that ball's going to go out, and that's going to stay Sterling's ball. Some just great passing right here. Sims able to pass it to Pelkak. Pelkak and gets a decent shot up, but just hits rim.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Morgan Sims. Really tough to get a pass like that over to Pelkak without a defender getting in the way.
And that's going to be a foul against Township again. That's going to be the team's 5th, and that's going to be on number 21. Ali Kamolda. That's going to be her first, team's 5th. And Morgan Simpson would be the one to throw this one in.
Now, that's a good job by Bridget Dixon attacking from the perimeter, from the point guard position.
Sims is going to travel, unable to make the 3. And Township will more likely have the final shot in this second quarter.
Well, they have a chance, and I don't mind taking a shot here if we get the open look before the buzzer, especially with how close this game is.
Township could tie this up with a 3. Rotsky is going to get the layup. She does. Sterling's now will have the final shot. Quinn. And no, Township now has it.
Well, that's Noransky really being tough on both ends. First finishing and then defending and getting the steal.
And it doesn't matter. Township able to get the 1-point deficit down to a 1-point deficit over Sterling. So Sterling will still lead this in the second quarter. 14-13. We'll be right back after halftime for third quarter action. So stay tuned.
What's up? I'm DJ Wagner, and I play for Camden High. I got vaccinated against COVID-19 so I can protect my teammates, coaches, family, and friends.
I got my shot because I know the truth. The vaccine works and saves lives.
With the Delta variant spreading, we need you to get off the bench and get in the game.
No excuses.
The vaccine is the best way we can protect our community.
This is your shot.
This is your shot.
Make it count.
For a list of free vaccination locations, visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine.
I'm going to teach you some safe driving tips for you when you're out on the road. First, you want to turn on your car. Before you go, put on your seatbelt. You want to check your back mirror. Then, you want to check your side mirrors. When exiting out of a parking spot, make sure you check for cars and have your turn signal on. Make sure you come to a slow stop at every stop sign and red light. When you are making a turn, always have your turn signal on to show other drivers where you are going. Now, put your car in park and take out the key to turn off your car.
Hey, you trying to win some big money tonight?
Yeah, they don't call me Johnny Wiggles for nothing.
Man, you better not sell me. I had a bad couple of weeks, but I need this money. Let's go win. Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Welcome to Nightlife Casino. I'm Ricky, your dealer for tonight. We'll be starting shortly.
Let's have a good night.
The game is blackjack.
I'm feeling a little frisky.
Let's go 200.
Already? It's the first game! Nah, I'm playing it safe.
Round 1 is over. Sir, you've tied. Sir, you've lost. The next round will start in 10 seconds.
What are you doing? I'm doing what's right. I'm going all in.
You're nuts! That's all your allowance! That's all your money! You're gonna go bankrupt!
Told ya.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
And welcome back. Right before second half action gets underway, we got a score of 14-13. And the leading scorers here, Pelkak with 5 and Wilsey with 4 for the Lady Knights, and Moransky with 11. And Moransky just been doing it all for the Haddon Township girls.
Just able to go towards the basket, and not to mention some great passing from Wiedemann to Moransky. It's just incredible. Moransky able to drive towards the basket. And we'll take a look at Pelkak. Had 5 points. That's the layup, and you can take a nice easy 3 from Pelkak, who's just swishes that one in. And we take a look at Pelkak right now. She's warming up for this second half action. And let's talk about some of the good things and some of the bad things, some of the good things that Sterling has done and some things that Sterling needs to improve.
Well, both teams have done a great job on the defensive end. Very low-scoring affair. It's only 14-13 in the second half. But both offenses have had unforced mistakes. Both offenses have had forced mistakes. They got to find a way of consistent scoring. Haddon Township has found that with Moransky, but Sterling has had no real consistent score that stands apart from the rest.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit better job, you know, defending Moransky. But you saw that last shot on the highlights. They're all over, but she found a way to get in there. She just has a knack for knowing how to play off Sarah Wiedemann and get open down low. And Wiedemann does an outstanding job controlling the ball, dribbling the ball, and keeping defenders at bay and drawing defenders her way, and has had perfect bounce passes to Moransky, and Moransky's just done a great job finishing. So that's going to be a challenge for Sterling here in the second half.
Second half underway. Armstrong outside, guarded by Wilsey. And the pass to Moransky, and another easy basket on the inside for Moransky.
Well, the defender just got a little bit caught up off a screen. They're picked there out high, and Moransky obviously got it and took advantage of it.
Quinn outside finds Bridget Dixon. Dixon to Quinn now to Pelkak. Pelkak's shot is missed. McDonald can't get it to go, and that one will be Sterling ball, but that one sort of looked like it went off Pelkak. We'll take a look at the replay of this basket from Moransky.
Check and all, and
they're going to reverse the call on the floor. Referees hearing it from both sides. Can't be everybody's best friend out there.
Well, let's take a quick look. I think even Pelkak knew that was out on her.
Yeah, and she reached over and tipped that one out of bounds. And foul on the floor against Sterling. That'll be on Dixon. Dixon's second foul. And now Mulligan to inbound. Gets it to Ruda. Struggling to get the ball. And now Wiedemann to Mulligan. Armstrong over to Wiedemann. Slowing things down, get ready to work a half-court set. Ruda outside. Good defense here from Sterling in this half-court set. And a steal from McDonald. Because now Dixon will run the point.
Oh, that's what you have to do, cut off those passing lanes, and that one was ticketed for Moransky. And a good job by Mackenzie McDonald just cutting off the pass.
Wilsey now outside, gives it to Dixon. Finds Quinn. Wilsey looking around, and that one was poked away for a second by Armstrong. Wilsey, floater goes. Nice body control there for Tori Wilsey to get that floater to go.
And that's a great job, Tori Wilsey. The defender come out at her aggressively, beat the defender, and then went aggressively towards the basket. She saw a little window of opportunity and took advantage of it.
Here's Armstrong. Fires up a deep three splash. Kaylee Armstrong for three. And a timeout will be taken by Haddon Township. Just take another look at this from way outside.
30-second timeout. Taken by the Hawks.
And we had been seeing her take shots like that in the first half. Nothing was really going her way. Good start to the second half here for Kaylee Armstrong from way downtown.
Yeah, you saw Tori Wilsey get caught up on a defender right there, but you know, for the most part, Armstrong really didn't have too many three opportunities until the latter part of that first half. And obviously, looking at the stats, looking how she sets her feet and shoots there, that's something Sterling's really got to watch out for, because she can really light it up from three, as we see in the statistics.
Dixon bringing the ball up with 5:30 left to go here. 18-16 Hawks. As Wilsey got it to Quinn. Back to Wilsey. Dixon gets it to Quinn now. Wilsey gets it to McDonald, who's like triple team. Wilsey fires up a three of her own, doesn't go. And that will be Haddon Township possession. Wilsey's three doesn't go. But a good job of Quinn trying to dive for that ball. And now here is Wiedemann running the point for the Hawks.
A little deflection off of Dixon.
Armstrong guarded by Wilsey. And Armstrong almost loses a dribble but gets it to Ruda. And that one is stolen by Dixon. And Dixon, shot doesn't go. And she was out of bounds. Coach McDonald was not happy about this call, but a nice job picking the pocket for Bridget Dixon.
I think Dixon's foot was still out when that ball, 100%. Easy call from the ref. I don't know. I think it's more frustration on how Dixon was still out of bounds, though.
Armstrong outside. Gives it down low to Moransky, but she was doubled quickly. And timeout for Tom Mulligan, and another frustrated look for Coach McDonald.
And a little bit more controversy right here. Timeout called. Sterling saying jump ball, but apparently timeout was called.
There you see Coach Tom Mulligan, 29 years at the helm of the Haddon Township girls basketball team, and just recently got his 600th career win. So that puts him in an elite category, no doubt about it. You're talking about South Jersey girls basketball. If you look at our cheerleaders working, Tom Mulligan definitely one of the finest in South Jersey over the last 30 years.
Take a look at our crowd on hand.
O'Donnell's, Kylie's parents, watching the girls team. Kylie, of course, helping out with the boys team with Coach Barringer. And the fans on hand for this 5:30 start today. A real good game. You know, both teams have kind of gone back and forth with the momentum. And right now, both teams kind of struggling to score a little bit.
Ruda to inbound here for the Hawks with 4:07 left to go in this third quarter. Now here's Wiedemann, gets it to Moransky. And that one was tipped away by McDonald.
Good job
Armstrong
by Mackenzie McDonald, just having good position right there. Staying a step ahead of Moransky.
Armstrong looking for help, gets it to Wiedemann, who drives inside, and a tough finish there for Sarah Wiedemann. The junior is able to get it done. Fantastic basket that puts Haddon Township up by 4. But here's Wilsey with the 3 slash. Tori Wilsey from outside to make it a 1-point game.
Now, looks like she came off the screen and was wide open, set the feet and buried it.
Morgan Sims looks to be coming into this game the next stoppage. Again, this game has been back and forth, and I think it's going to go coming down to who can make those important free throws.
Yeah, it'll definitely come down to the wire, John. I agree with you. Unless one team is able to get on a run, but it doesn't look like it. Rudo with the 3 slash for Josie Rudo, the sophomore.
Well, a lot of defenders are going towards Moransky, Armstrong, and Wiedemann, and that leaves definitely some open area for other people on the floor. And Ruda buried it, the sophomore.
Kenzie McDonald was triple teamed, basically just how to throw it away, but sadly goes into towards a Township player, and Township now able to back with possession.
Here's Moransky, gets it to Armstrong. Armstrong fires up another deep 3, same spot, different result. There's now Dixon. Gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey got it to McDonald, but she has been locked down in the paint. Multiple defenders on her in this third quarter. As now Pelkak is guarded by Moransky. Pelkak to Quinn in the corner. Gets it to Wilsey, now to Dixon. 1:40 left to go here. Knights trail 23-19 to the Hawks. As Quinn is outside, gets it to Wilsey. Dixon now drives inside. Finds Quinn over to Pelkak. Pelkak with the long 2, and that one goes.
And that's an impressive half-court set for Sterling against another very good team that plays great half-court defense. Well done by Sterling.
Well done from Sterling. Great passing, able to find a wide open Rena Pelkak, able to drain that shot down. Again, some good defense right now from Sterling. Let's see if they can continue this momentum.
Last minute of play underway here in this third quarter. 2-point game as Quinn draws contact, and gonna take a look here. The last basket.
You see right there, Rena Pelkak able to back up, able to get a nice shot off for a nice long 2, and Sterling right now will get another chance, maybe final shot of this third quarter, as Wiedemann gets her first foul, team's first so far in this second half, so not too many fouls been called so far.
Sims fires up a 3, doesn't go, and the rebound to McDonald. Sims fires up another one, and Sims struggling from outside, but there's Mackenzie McDonald to tie up the game. A great job on the offensive boards for McDonald to knock this one up at 23.
That's outstanding, because there's just a real good physical battle going on down low.
Jump ball, that'll be Lady Knight possession. Shot from Sims doesn't go. McDonald grabs the rebound and puts it right back up for the basket.
And that's a real good job, Mackenzie. Donald, not only getting a rebound, and not just putting the shot up, but first separating herself from the defender, taking that quick first step to the right and putting herself in position to score.
Dixon, tough shot, doesn't go, and looked like it got off the face of Morgan Sims and into the arms of Township, and there will be foul that'll send Kamulda to the line.
And a big, you take it right here, a big collision right here. It does not take a lot. It takes a lot to bring down Mackenzie McDonald like that.
Yeah, that's a good fit. I mean, you don't want to give up an easy basket. right before the end of the third quarter.
Team second.
Kamuta gets the shot to drop.
Freshman drains the first one. Let's see if she can make the second one. And I think they're saying that she's bleeding. If I can read, her nose is bleeding.
So Erin Quinn checks into the game for McDonald, as she will be tended to by athletic trainer Sean Clink. Free throw rims out, and now Wilsey heaves up a miracle shot that goes off the top of the roof here. And we're gonna end the third quarter with the Hawks up by 1. Close game coming into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
23.
Tank Maroney!
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me.
Here's our proof. Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath.
Endless coffin.
An endless pain.
No!
We in here for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
And we welcome you back for the fourth quarter, as Sterling right now trailing behind 1 point behind the Haddon Township Hawks. Haddon Township Hawks leading this 24-23 over Sterling. Take a look, beautiful view at the front of the Sterling Castle, as you see right there, the front night. And you see Tom Mulligan making up a plan to continue this lead over Sterling. And it's been a close game so far. And what do you guys think is going to be the big thing that Sterling's going to get this win?
You know, right now, I think Sterling's just got to keep doing what they're doing, playing tough in the defensive end. And, you know, we said for a time that teams were having trouble scoring. I think it has more to do with what both teams are doing on the defensive end. And Sterling's just got to continue what they're doing, especially I like not only on the defensive end, but them moving the ball around in their half-court set.
Yeah, I think momentum is going to be a huge factor in this fourth quarter, especially with how well the teams have been playing defensively, as which team can seize momentum, and that'll lead to scores on the offensive end.
Wiedemann now with it. And some great defense from Bridget Dixon. Bridget Dixon's really been keeping Wiedemann under pretty much checked all night. As Armstrong's going to go for the basket, she does. And now Sterling will go up ahead. Tori Wilsey on a chance. Going to give it to Quinn. Quinn now goes up for the basket. Does not make that. And a little bit of a wasteful possession from Sterling.
You couldn't have said it any better. John Quinn forced that shot. That's what it looked like to me. And that was not the best of looks. Could have slowed things down.
Yeah, they're going to get a break here with an unforced turnover. But again, here's a veteran right here. Sensing the defender's going to come out on her. Guard against that three-point shot, makes the defender go one way and has a quick first step and go into the basket. And again, guys, finishes like only a veteran can.
Mackenzie McDonald back into the game.
Wiedemann, you see right there, the sophomore. Bridget Dixon now with this. Going to pass it to Sims. Wilsey now with it. And Dixon now has it. Wilsey's going to drive in, fakes that, and passes it to Dixon. Sterling just trying to find a nice open look. Wilsey gives it right back to Dixon. Sims will hold on, drive to the basket, able to get a McDonald somehow. That doesn't go in, and no foul called, and Township back with the possession. Just a 3-point lead for the Township Hawks.
That would have been smooth if it went down, John, but unfortunately the basket wasn't able to go.
Wiedemann now goes for the shot, rolls in. Now Township with a 5-point lead. This is where momentum starts coming into a factor.
Boy, what a real nice running one-hander along the baseline by Sarah Wiedemann.
Sims goes for a three, unable to shoot that one, and that rolls off the leg of Aaron Quinn.
You guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Morgan Sims is 0 for 5 from beyond the arc tonight. Just a tough shooting performance, and that's something that you'll see, especially with shooters that come off the bench. They're usually on or they're off, and Morgan Sims has seemed to not be playing her best here tonight.
Yeah, and with the man defense, you're not going to get as many open looks, but most of your looks possibly from outside. When you get the real wide-up ones, come off dribble, penetration, and kickouts, but they haven't had a whole lot of those. Give credit, I think, to what Township is doing on the defensive end.
Township right now with a 5-point lead over Sterling. Still plenty of time left in this fourth quarter. 5 minutes remain.
And Township seems to be trying to take their time. There's a defensive miscommunication going on right now as Dixon and
Armstrong will get fouled. She's going to go up for 2. So the senior will
take a look right here. Dixon and Sims go to guard the same girl, leaving Wiedemann wide open out on the perimeter, and Ruda was open out on the perimeter for a pick.
And a good job of Morosky. A lot of her offensive opportunities were created in the first half off of penetrations by Wiedemann, drawing the defense away, and bounce passes. There you saw Morosky creating her own offensive opportunity from way out on the perimeter.
As Sterling takes a timeout, you get to see our next TV game. That will be Wednesday. That will be tomorrow. Wrestling. Sterling will take on Depper. That will be live on Channel 19. Now also on YouTube.com/Sterling TV 19. And of course, you guys, yesterday Sterling went to Haddon to face off Cape May. How did that one go, Jake?
That one went pretty much as expected. Lower Cape May, as I called it, had murderer's row from 150 to 215. Those guys had every accolade in the book, and they went out and almost had a field day, except for Braden Castillo, their 175-pounder, as Braden Castillo mid-match was out of gas and ended up losing to Eric Shipley by pinfall, which was a surprising win for the Knights, but they lost that one as a team.
Well, it's a matter of getting back on track. I know you're talking about the wrestling, you guys. We definitely, when you talk about what some of the guys have done over the last couple days, you have to feel pretty good, especially with Kevin Stubbs and his big win on Saturday against Paul Six. I believe he faced a kid that was 20-0, and I think he ended up getting the decision in overtime.
Yeah, getting that huge win over Schaefer put Stubbs as the first seed right now in the district, so that is good for him individually coming in time for districts.
Township right now has a 7-point lead in this fourth quarter. Sterling got to work something out. It's got to take some shots quite early.
And John, you asked about keys. Well, one big key in the last few minutes has been Haddon Township making their free throws.
Sterling passing this one around. You just you get to a point where you got to think, where are these shots going to have to come from? Sims going to take a three. Does she get it? She does get it. Finally, Sims able to hit a three.
Yeah, it looked like a semi-penetration by Bridget Dixon, and kicking it out to Sims has him wide open and buried it. That's it. If you're a three-point shooter, you want to keep shooting.
And it might not have mattered that she missed the first 5. She made one when the team needed one most. Now only a 4-point game late in this fourth quarter.
Shoots it. Sterling's got to get those rebounds. They do. Bridget Dixon now. He's going to move around. And now McDonald and Quinn gets fouled. And will go up to the line for 2.
And you couldn't see it there, but that's a great job initially of Bridget Dixon getting the ball in traffic, didn't shoot quite straight ahead, spun back the other way, got separation, got away from everybody, had a clear floor, and got the ball up the court.
That is Morotsky, her second foul, team second. Quinn shoots, scores. And we talk about free throws. Sterling's kryptonite. But so far, have made all of them tonight. I did not want to say that quite too early just yet.
That's a good job by Erin Quinn there.
Now Township just up by 2. Mulligan able to get that 2.
Yeah, that's the one risk you run in attacking Haddon Township team on the perimeter. They move it around, don't panic, and get the open shot down low.
Wilsey now with it. Going to give it to McDonald. McDonald's now for 3. Bridget Dixon's going to go for 3. In and out. Almost goes in. And White will keep, Sterling will keep possession as we take a look at the Township basket.
Yeah, it's a good job right here of beating that little press Sterling had going on, and a good job of getting Kara Mulligan the ball down low when she was left all alone.
And that's going to be a foul, another foul against Township. That's going to be their third, and that's going to be on Armstrong, the senior. That's going to be her first foul, team's third. And Tori Wilsey will throw this one in. As 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in this fourth quarter, Haddon Township leads to 32-28. Wilsey going to give it to Dixon. McDonald. That is going to take the 3. Dixon going to try to give it to Sims, unable to. Back to Dixon again. A good job from Sterling, able to keep possession.
Yeah, Haddon Township has done a nice job of poking the ball free, but Sterling has just managed to keep possession throughout all of it.
Quinn's got an open look for 3, decides to go and tuck it with it and gets the layup.
Fantastic job from Erin Quinn right there. It was a missed rotation for the defense. She pump faked as the defender got there, and that led her to be able to drive into the lane.
Armstrong now able to get out of the trap. Going to give it Kuroda. Back to Armstrong. Wiedemann makes a mistake. Now almost goes out for a half-court violation. And right now, Sterling frustrating Township.
Now there you see the basket and highlight with Quinn with the quick pump fake, and you said it, Kate. Just driving to the basket and finishing, and now Sterling's got a one trip down the floor opportunity with the timeout.
Sterling right now will take the timeout. We'll take a look at the South Jersey Group 2 PowerPoints, as you see right here. Haddon Heights 16-1, leading quite far ahead against St. Vincent. But again, we take a look at the 6th and 9th seed. Haddon Township is the number 6 seed. Sterling will be the number 9th seed. I think after this win, they might head up.
Yeah, if it sticks the way, if somehow it stays the way it does, they would go to Haddonfield in the first round. But like you said, a lot can happen right now.
A lot can surely happen. Of course, our next TV game will be here at Sterling. That will be wrestling. Wrestling will take on Deptford. That will be at 5:30. Of course, that will be also on Channel 19 and YouTube. So stay tuned for tomorrow as the boys will take on Deptford.
Hey guys, I got to give credit to the Sterling girls team. They were down by 7, 30-23. You felt like slowly Haddon Township was pulling away. They stuck with it. Again, these patient half-court sets, moving the ball around, getting the open shots. Got Morgan Sims that open 3, and it started to turn things around and really got Sterling back in this game. In addition, you saw Erin Quinn with the drive to the basket, then the free throws, and now we're looking at a 2-point game.
Well, we talk about the heart of this team constantly. They might not have the talent to match up with some of these better teams like the Haddon Heightses of the world this season, but their heart is never in question. They're never out of the game, especially a close one. They're always coming out to compete and try their best.
Dixon now with it. Sims. Dixon again. Minute 35 left on the clock. Dixon back to Sims. Sims looking. Back to Dixon. Now this is going to be a very, very calculated possession here for Sterling as Wilsey now with it. Wilsey under some pressure gives it back to Dixon. Dixon gives it to Quinn. Quinn's going to drive to the basket. Passes it back to Sims. Sims now going to drive himself to the basket, give it back to Dixon. Sims. And that's going to be a foul against Township. Township's 4th foul, and that will be on number 14, Wiedemann. That will be her 2nd foul, and that's going to be the team's 4th. So Township making some mistakes in the foul category.
Yeah, not enough yet to get Sterling chances at the line, but a few more and they're getting there, and you can't allow freebies at the line with a tight game like this.
Minute left, Township up by 2. Dixon gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey shoots, that's going to get blocked, and that's going to be a foul against Morgan Sims.
And to me, this doesn't look like the best shot. The defender's still there, and she tries to set up against Armstrong.
Yeah, one of the few forced shots Sterling's had, especially in the latter part of this game. They really played it pretty clean, and they're going to pressure.
Full court press. Township now, and that's going to be a foul. Tori Wilsey able to foul Wiedemann.
And I don't know about you, Mr. Schultz, but I'm a bit surprised that Raina Pelkak isn't out on the floor, a senior leader in a tight game like this.
Yeah, and somebody who could hit the 3.
And another foul, but this time by Mackenzie McDonald. Honestly, it's getting, you just gotta hope that Township either just makes one free throw and misses the second, or they miss both.
And that's McDonald's 4th foul. One more, and she'll foul out of the game.
Someone else has got a foul. Someone's got a foul. Tori Woolsey fouls, and now 35. That will be the 7th foul, so it's going to go straight to the line. So you got to hope not the person you really want to foul is Armstrong.
No, and that Township's going to give her the ball, but Sterling, as the clock's running down, had to get somebody.
Armstrong misses with a loud screech for the fans. And Tori Woolsey does not like the call.
Nobody in the gym does, John. I mean, take a look at this. There looked to be contact right there.
Boy, I'm not sure if we have another angle on that. She did not obviously feel like that ball was out, or she felt like there was contact.
I think she was complaining there was contact. We'll take
I think it's clear that the ball goes out of bounds, but
yeah,
you take another look at it right here.
60 seconds timeout.
Okay.
Take him out of night.
Take another look at it. It looks like there's.
I don't know what she's.
Okay, she thinks she was fouled. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
From that previous angle, it didn't look like there was much contact on Wilsey, but more contact on the ball.
Did the knees hit? Did she? Yeah, obviously she didn't have position. It didn't look like. Just kind of stepped in front of her. But yeah, if those knees hit, you have to feel like there was contact.
Let's take one more look at it. Let's try to pay attention to the knees hit. And I think that's what's going to be the most important bit right here.
Take a look at the hand on the way back. Because I believe Armstrong misses here initially. There's no contact there, but on the way back, on Wilsey's left arm, I think is what she was trying to complain about.
Yeah, she definitely hit the arm. And I looked both. It looked like the knee hit, so there was definitely contact. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, Wilsey's trying to make
not to get.
Wilsey's trying to make her case, saying that she hit her arm. So
pleading your case is not enough, and the officials can't go back for, a replay. We have the luxury of, being able to look at that again and try and, I guess, make what would have been as there's a foul on McDonald.
McDonald's going to be out of the game.
That was on number 21, McDonald. 5th foul.
Kenzie McDonald will be out of the game.
And of course, we had a similar situation in the first game where we were able to have the fouls show up in front, but now they do. So at least they do know that McDonald does have 5 fouls.
So McDonald's fouled out of this one. We're still in the 1-and-1s here, not into the guaranteed 2. We saw a miss the last time. Sterling has to be hoping for the same result.
And drains it. I think if she makes this second one, it's all over.
I don't know that you can call it all over, but it certainly looks like it. There's still 30 seconds left to go, but it would really change, the way that Sterling has to score. They now have to score quick. They can't take their time.
2-possession game.
And that's a jump ball. It's gonna stay Sterling. So Sterling still has a sign of life.
Well, there's still time. If you get a basket, and then obviously you're going to defend the inbound and possibly
instantly foul,
or even see what happens here if you get the basket.
You got to be. It doesn't matter how good the look is. You got to be looking for the foul. And there's a charge on Wilsey. She can't believe it.
Just take a look right here. Sims able to give it to Tori Wilsey, and let's see what happens here.
Yeah, you can't move into the defender. The defender has to come to you.
And that should pretty much
got a foul.
be all she wrote. It's taking Sterling forever. That is way too much time to foul. You let Haddon Township run off almost half of what was left on the game clock.
You gotta hope that Wiedemann misses both her free throws.
Yeah, because now we're at the point where you're guaranteed the 2.
Yeah.
Just a single attempt right here will end the game, really, for Sterling. She misses the first one. She just needs to make one.
Even if she misses the second one here, it's going to be tough for Sterling. It's a 2-possession game. Yeah. So unless you can hit a 3, make the shot, and get fouled, you're not getting all 4 points at once.
And it looks over for Sterling, but Sterling will try and get some last-minute points.
And that'll be all she wrote.
You said it right there. That's all she wrote right there. Just Sterling unable to quite finish this game out. Just really close, unable to make the comeback. It's Township. And Wilsey will get fouled. She'll go up to the line for 2, but with 0.2, I don't think any shot is possible.
With less than a second, you got a foul. Almost at lightning speed.
The speed of sound.
And you're hoping Tori Wilsey knocks both of these down.
Yeah, it's over because you can't. Once it's lower than I think 0.3 or 0.5, you can't. 0.3, okay, 0.3 or under. That'll be it because they can't. They don't want to put refs in a position where you pass the ball in and have to decide if it goes in. Yeah, the game's over.
Game is
Well,
now.
did they call?
No, it's not over.
It should be over, yeah, because it's point two. Yeah, I think the referee is going to indicate that, but I don't. At this point, I don't. Yeah.
Why call it?
Yeah, if it's .3 or less, they instituted.
I don't.
Yeah, .3 or less. It's almost impossible to inbound it and get a shot off. Because you would have to inbound it, steal it, shoot it, where they inbound it. Yeah, we've had games before where it stopped it. Where if it was at .3 or below .3, .2, they would just end the game. So.
Well, and if you're Sterling, you got a tie with a 3, so there's no way that steal, quick shot under the basket ties the game.
It's impossible.
That's going to do it right here. Sterling unable to be able to get the comeback. Township wins this 35-32. And
well, Township just pulled away at the end.
As there will be no post game, but as final thoughts of this game we'll start with Jake.
I mean, Township made the shots when it mattered most. Sterling had been hot and cold all throughout the night, and Township's consistently good defense is what won them this game.
Schulz?
Yeah, at the end, I thought, Sterling got themselves back in the game, had a few forced opportunities in the last couple minutes that I think they were a little bit ill-advised. But, boy, I'll tell you what, a great conference battle here. And Coach Tom Mulligan and his girls come away with a hard-fought win. But, again, you look at a Sterling team that plays tough against a good team, and, you come up on the short end, but this is a young team that's growing with each game.
As Township wins this game, they move their overall record 13-3. Sterling will head back to 9-9, so 500 overall. So Township wins 35-32. Special thanks to Jacob Clark, Kevin Schulz, Mr. K, entire tech crew. I'm John Hallwood.